See a collection of helper macros that come pre-installed with the platform. These helpers are written primarily in PowerShell and JavaScript, and they provide reusable building blocks for automation, UI, database access, and now, AI integration. For this demo, we're going to look at a JavaScript V8 macro that generates a short fairy tale using a local AI model, and then narrates it using .NET speech synthesis engine. Let's open the main macro. This macro is written entirely in JavaScript V8, but it orchestrates multiple engines behind the scenes. The first part calls our AI Ollama helper. That helper is written in PowerShell and handles communication with a local Ollama installation. Ollama is a lightweight local AI runtime that lets you run models like Llama 3.1 directly on your machine. No cloud, no API keys, no external dependencies. Here we're using the model Llama 3.1:8b. Instruct Q4_K_M. It's an 8 billion parameter instruction-tuned model, quantized for local inference. It's fast, it's capable, and it's perfect for generating short stories. The macro sends a prompt to the AI helper, receives the generated fairy tale, and then passes that text to our InvokeSpeech helper, which is also written in PowerShell. That helper uses .NET System.Speech library to speak the text aloud. So even though this macro is JavaScript, it's orchestrating PowerShell, .NET, and a local AI engine all at once. That's the unique power of AdvantageBuilder. Now we'll run it. The AI model takes about 40 to 45 seconds to generate the fairy tale. So while it's thinking, let's talk about what's happening behind the scenes. The AI Ollama helper constructs a JSON payload, sends it to Ollama's local REST endpoint, and returns only the generated text. AdvantageBuilder handles all the engines switching automatically. JavaScript calls PowerShell, PowerShell calls Ollama, and the result flows back into JavaScript. Once the fairy tale is ready, the InvokeSpeech helper will take over and narrate it using the selected voice.
The Tale of the Moonflower. In a small village, nestled between two great mountains, there lived a young girl named Luna. She was kind and gentle, with a heart full of love for all living things. One day, while wandering in the forest, Luna stumbled upon a hidden glade. In the center of the glade bloomed the most exquisite flower she had ever seen, the moonflower. As she approached the flower, its petals began to unfold, revealing a radiant glow. The moonflower spoke to Luna in a soft, whispery voice, saying, "You, dear one, have a heart full of love. I shall grant you a single wish, but only if you promise to use it for the good of all." Luna thought for a moment before responding, "I wish for the ability to heal any hurt or sadness in those around me." The moonflower's petals glowed brighter, and from that day on, Luna's touch could soothe the sorrows of all who needed her help. And as the years passed, the village prospered, and the moonflower continued to bloom, a symbol of the magic that lay within Luna's gentle heart.
Now let's take a look at the AI Ollama helper itself. This helper is surprisingly small, just a few lines of PowerShell, but it does a lot of work. It reads the model name and prompt from $_args, builds a JSON request body, and sends it to Ollama's /API/generate endpoint. Because Ollama runs locally, the response is fast and secure. There's no cloud dependency and no external service involved. The helper returns only the generated text, which makes it easy for any macro, JavaScript, or PowerShell to use it. This is a great example of how AdvantageBuilder encourages modular design. The AI logic lives in one place, and any macro can call it. Look at the InvokeSpeech helper. This helper is also written in PowerShell, and it uses .NET System.Speech library to perform text-to-speech. The important lines are the ones that load the assembly and create the synthesizer. With just these few lines, AdvantageBuilder can speak any text you give it, including AI-generated content. This helper also uses WinFormsHelper to build a clean UI when no parameters are passed. It enumerates installed voices and lets the user choose one. Again, this is PowerShell and .NET working together inside AdvantageBuilder. is not just the AI or the speech synthesis. It's the orchestration. A JavaScript V8 macro calls a PowerShell helper. That helper calls a local AI engine. The result flows back into JavaScript. Then JavaScript calls another PowerShell helper. That helper calls .NET Speech engine. All of this happens inside one platform, with just a few lines of code in each macro. This is the core strength of AdvantageBuilder. Multiple runtimes, one workflow, seamless integration. You can build desktop apps, AI tools, automation scripts, database utilities, and voice-enabled applications, all inside one environment, all using the same macro system. And that's what this demo shows. AI generation, AI integration, and .NET speech synthesis, orchestrated cleanly through AdvantageBuilder.